If you want to see me swatch some purple goodness, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am going to play with the Nubian Royal Palette today. And Royal is a perfect name for the palette because it seems to be a bunch of royal type purple hues. And this is a palette I got last year, and for some reason the 6-pan palettes from Juvia's place, I was really happy because they were super inexpensive, under $10 Canadian each. And I wanted to play with them. And a lot happened last year, and they just ended up parked. And in a way, I'm happy because, not happy that it was tough, but happy that I'm swatching them now because I really can appreciate them, pay attention to them, and I'm looking forward to doing looks with them because I know that they are quite pervasive in the YouTube beauty community because they are so inexpensive. These are, like I said, less than $10 Canadian a piece. And so let's just take another look at these. Now in the viewfinder, this looks very royal blue, and it is very purple in in real life. So I'm guessing you are seeing purple, but boy, that viewfinder is giving me wrong information. So I think I'm going to do the same thing as I've done. Am I going to do the same thing? You just see here. I am intrigued by a few different combos. So I think I'm actually going to do these two, and then these two. That is just what jumps out at me. So I think that is the way I'm going to roll. I'm going to do them in the order that I just showed you, and let's get to swatching. Okay, so the first two in the top row here, that is what I have just swatched. Well, not swatched, but picked up. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Inner to center lid, anyone? That is gorgeous. And this next one looks great as well. That blue shine, that is absolutely beautiful. They don't really need a second swatch, but I always do swatch twice, and the fingers are a great idea of what it would look like on the movable lid. Oh my goodness, that is just terrific. Okay, so here's the second pickup. Okay, I am really enjoying this palette. I quite enjoyed the mauves and the berries, but this one is a whole lot of voodoo. It just looks so appealing that I almost want to pause the video and do a look. It's just, they're beautiful, and they do look like they would be accent colors, each on their own. They're both very powerful. What a great first set of two swatches. I'm really happy. Really, really happy. And if you are not aware of it yet, the Juvia's Place 6 pans don't tend to have names on them, and it's only 6 shadows, so I don't think it's confusing really to figure out what we're talking about. So we've just done these two, and I just feel like going to these two. Did I not? Hang on. Those two, oh yeah, these two. These two is what I want to do next, and we're going to keep these two more subdued colors for the end. So we've done these two, we're going to do these two. Okay, just keeping it all straight, you know? And this is a beautiful royal purple matte. Ooh, I can see a white base in there too. Oh. Boy, this one picks up a lot. This second finger picks up a lot. Okay, so let's do the swatches. Now that is royal purple. And would it not look fantastic with the first swatch? Very nice to see. I'm definitely going to reference these swatches. Did you see that? Holy cow. Okay, so this is glitter. It's not going to be make everybody happy. But we can appreciate just how blingy it is. Look at that. It doesn't look that great on the fingers though, but on the swatch, I mean, I don't think that the glitter needs a second swatch, but of course I always do it. So let's see. Yeah, it's very chunky, but it seems to stay in place, which is good. That's the thing, you don't want glitter all over your face if you're going for an evening. So glitter glue would probably be de rigueur, so probably a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to say I still like the first two better, but this does look like a whole lot of fun for a special occasion where you can be a little kind of creative and fun and not take yourself too seriously. That would be quite nice. Quite nice. And definitely this one and this one would look super as well. This is a very different palette, in my opinion. The fingers one last time, and I'm going to wipe those off. Very interesting palette. It packs a punch for sure, and the richness of the colors is such that I think a lot of people could get something out of that palette. Okay, now the two that I almost said I was going to go for, so it's these two right here. And those are the last two I have to do. I have to. Do you hear me? The last two I get to swatch here. But have to meaning that wouldn't it be odd if I didn't swatch the whole palette. And they are both mattes, and they are both quite pretty. And they may, I'll see how the swatch goes, but there may be one or both that could act as a face powder as well, meaning like a blush or something, or an accent of some sort. So I'm looking forward to playing with those. So let me just start swatching. I thought my camera was telling me I was running out of time. Okay, so here we go. Which would be silly because it's only a 6-pan palette. There's no way that I could run my battery out with this small of a palette. And a very light, almost pinky lilac, I think. Is it just pink? I'll take a look at the pan again. So very, very light pink at the end there. And the fingers. Okay, let's go in a second time. Okay, again. And let's see how they build. To me, that really light pink is more like a brow bone highlight than a true eyeshadow for the lid, because it's so light. I mean, it's really not offering up a ton of color payoff. Maybe a look with just these two, and maybe this with as a liner would look good, but it's this pink is very, very limited as a matte. It's very, very light. I might just try to build it up one last time, this middle finger. Let's just see if I can get a bit more out of it, but I'm doubting myself here as far as that potential. Yeah, it doesn't build up a whole lot. So if you are into very, very light lilac-y pink, then you might really like that. I have no problem with this one. This one it's in purgatory because I really don't know how much I would use it. But then again, close to the eye, maybe the color comes across a little bit more than on the arm. I guess I will find out. I will have to test that out. So that is it. As I wipe my fingers, we've got the 6 swatches. And one last look. I still really like these two. If anything, if I'm to pick one out of the whole palette, I'm going to say this one looks amazing. This one's second. This one's intriguing, but I wouldn't wear it very often. This for a neutral, meaning matte, not sparkly, not shifting. This would be a good combo. I do think this on the lower lash line as a liner would look good. And that's pretty much what I want to talk about for these 6 shadows. I do like that there are 3 mattes and 3 of other types of finishes. And it's a powerful set of 6 swatches. I mean, there's a lot to this 6-pan palette. I'm really kind of taken aback by how varied it is, and delighted for sure at the same time. I'm pretty impressed with the array in just a short 6-pan swatching session. So those are my thoughts. I will put on the video right now a couple of other palettes that I think would be complementary. I would say the Berries palette and the Mauves palette might very well be good complements to this palette, and so you may want to take a look at those in those videos for the swatches of those 2 palettes. With that, I will say, please let me know what you think. Is this palette interesting? Do you have this palette? If so, what do you do with it? Do you have some recommendations for us? And if I were to do a first impressions, which I'm guaranteed I will at some point, if you have some suggested combinations, I would love to hear, because it does help inform my decisions when I choose to do my first impressions. With that said, I appreciate your time today. I hope you found it useful. If you do like the contents of this video and this channel in general, how about hitting that little subscribe button if you haven't done that yet? And yeah, that's all I have to say in this video. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But for now, as always, take care.